Hey guys, it's Claudia from Life as Claudia, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make the DIY hand/lip scrub. So you can use this on your hands or your lips, but I would definitely recommend your hands because it makes it really soft. So the materials you will need for this is some vanilla extract, some food dye just because if you want it to look cool or just make it look a different color, then you could use that, and then some vegetable oil or just any kind of oil. Obviously sugar, and then I have an EOS, and I have already taken out the little pegs because I just thought it would be easier. So you can go ahead and pause this video and work on taking out those little pegs in your EOS. And sorry there's clay in this. I just used this same EOS for a different DIY, and that was called the DIY EOS earring holder. So I used this one for it, but you know, I just wanted to try using it for this. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is put the sugar in your bowl. And you don't have to measure it out with like a measuring cup. You can just measure it out depending on how much you want to make. So I don't want to make too much. So I'm just going to do a little bit. That was way too much. So I'm going to pour some back. Okay, that got everywhere, but if you can see that I don't have much in there. So that is kind of pretty much all you'll need for the sugar. Then you are going to add a tiny bit of oil. So you don't want to put in too much to start, so only put in a little bit, and then you can just add more if you need it. So make sure you don't overflow it, and yeah. Just so that the sugar is getting more like a scrub. And it may seem weird putting oil on your hands, but when you're done, it is super soft. So, yeah. And then you want to move around the, the oil. And so everything is getting nice and wet. And then I'm just going to grab this sponge and clean this up. Okay. So now you have that, and you want to use either a knife or a spoon, but I am just going to be using a knife, and just mixing that around, and it should actually start to look like lemonade. And if it is way too watery, then you can add more sugar. But I think mine is actually good. And then you want to add some vanilla extract, and you only want to add the tiniest bit of this so that it'll just smell, and it can make your hands smell. So then it should look like this. So then you just want to continue to stir it so that all the vanilla extract and everything mixes together. And now is your final opportunity to add some more sugar if you want to. And I think I'm going to, just to make it even more like a scrub and not more liquidy. Okay. And then just keep stirring and stirring and stirring until everything looks more like a scrub. like that. And it's not as liquidy. So, and then you just want to test your finger in it, and if you get only oil on your hand, then you should add some more sugar, which in my case I did get only oil. And don't worry if you put in too much sugar this time, because then you could just add more oil and, you know, just keep adding stuff until it is perfect. And this, I think this time I finally put in enough, because now it should look clumpy. Like so. And it looks like clumpy but still oily and kind of watery. So then you want to take your food dye. If you want to use this as a lip scrub, which is also fine, you may. So just choose the color that you would want to show up on your lips. And I am going to be using it as a hand scrub, so I'm just going to make it red, but the red scrub won't turn your hands red, so that's the good thing. So then you just want to add only a tiny drop. And then you can always add more later. And then stir it until you like the color, which I'm going for an orangey color. And then when you get it how you like it, which I have it how I like it, like that, then you just want to test it out on your hands and make sure it feels fine on your hands, and yeah. And then when you're done with that, you just want to get the bottom of your EOS, and if there's anything in it, like mine has a little bit of clay. Yeah. Okay, so now you want to fill this with your sugar scrub so you can use it on the go. So I'm just going to fill that with the sugar scrub. And then when you have enough and it is not overflowing, which I just spilled some, but you know, I'll get that later. And make sure it is not overflowing and it can close. And then you can take this on the go with you. And what I like is that sugar scrub never really goes bad, because, you know, like vanilla extract with oil and sugar, that doesn't really go, well, it does go together, and it doesn't, you know, make a mess and stuff. Okay? And then when you are done with that and it is filled to the top, make sure you can close the top, which I can, and then you can carry that on the go wherever you go, and you can always have a lip or hand scrub. But you are not done. The last thing you want to do is refrigerate this for around maybe 10 minutes, just to let it cool off. And then that makes it even more like a cooling gel, as I would call it. So then after 10 or 15 minutes, you can screw the top on and you have your hand or lip scrub. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. Please like this video, subscribe, and comment down below if this worked, and if you have a request for my next video. I'll see you next time on Life as Claudia. Bye!